Today, our guests are Carly Topazio, Artistic Director and founder of the Rosenbach's Project, and Thom Dancy, the Managing Director of the Rosenbach's Project, now celebrating its second year. Your team has quickly risen in all aspects. They choreograph, fundraising, marketing, and directing, and you quickly pivoted to address the present situation of quarantine. So Carly, digital seasons are now trending. Do you view this departure from the traditional theater venue as a positive or a negative change, and as a temporary solution or a long-term strategic shift?
I don't know if I would say it's necessarily a positive or a negative. I think it definitely is a big change. I think there's kind of pros and cons with both. However, there are a lot of variables with virtual performances or presentations that you can control as the creator or as the artist. And we have a really kind of unique ability to shape what your audience sees or what you want them to see. So there's a little bit more of manipulated kind of storytelling with virtual material. I don't think that necessarily a transition to virtual performances would be a positive direction. However, I don't think it's a negative addition. I think, kind of moving forward, blending the two platforms together leads for a unique experience and kind of opens more doors to trying out new things.
You feel that it's something that's here to stay in one way or another?
Given this circumstance, we've kind of unlocked this whole new world of reaching new audiences, and we found new ways of expanding our reach.
I would love for you to speak to the different ways you have come upon and creatively been able to provide a live performance feel to your patrons and your audience.
Right now, we are in the middle of launching a Ghostlight Masquerade experience. It's a virtual reality experience filmed with a 360-degree camera. We are sending ticket buyers a virtual reality headset and a cocktail kit upon request so that we can make the theatrical experience feel a little more immersive at home. And we are also concentrating a lot of our budget and energy on a series of dance films that we're calling our In Focus film series. We'll be launching these over the next couple of months, and essentially what we've done is we've hired several local filmmakers to take existing pieces of Rosenbach's repertoire and transpose them into dance films.
Given this new world that we're in, how might financial strategies be affected in the future when they embrace a shift from live to digital?
I think the overarching answer is we are first going to focus on innovative, creative, and outstanding online programming that actually speaks to an audience in a way that makes them turn away from Netflix and towards performance art. And then we are going to center financial strategy around that. As we all know in the nonprofit dance world, great programming is really the driving force. And we are now in a situation where we're not just competing with a dance company down the street. We are competing against online programming from across the world, and we're competing against platforms that have been in existence for a very long time. Going forward, we're definitely going to be having a lot of conversations with our board, with our constituency, about keeping online material and online programming going in parallel with in-person programming as we are able to reopen. In doing so, we're going to make really dramatic shifts in how we budget, how we think about money allocation, and how we think about applying for grants, with technology as a really big focus going forward.
Since quarantine, what adaptations have you made in your work to serve your job?
I'm not sure if there's really any aspect of my job that I haven't had to adapt. We had everything, artistic programming and our budget, everything fleshed out way long ago. And in the past 60 days, it's kind of been a complete overhaul of changing probably every single aspect of anything we had planned. The biggest one, I think, was probably our artistic programming. It gave us the opportunity to come up with these incredibly creative alternatives that I don't think either of us ever would have thought of or considered doing. And to be quite honest, I'm actually more excited about what we have in store now than I was originally about this season. In talking with our artists and in bringing everyone up to speed, it was very rewarding to see the level of commitment moving into a really unknown territory. I think the inspiration for creativity is at an all-time high.
Do you feel like the same people come to see you and they're excited to see what you're going to do?
With us just being very vocal about what's going on and letting them know, I think they are excited to see what we come up with, because from the beginning, our mission has also been to create things that we don't normally do or that we don't normally have the opportunity to do, and the artists don't normally have the opportunity to do. And so I think this kind of ingenuity lends itself really well to the situation that we're in, because our constituency and our community expects us to come to the table with something that's not normal.
How do you engage and get people excited to come back into your virtual theater?
As we curate content, we are being really, really clear about the branding of what we're creating and the overall feel of what we're doing being very well curated, well thought out, attractive, sleek, but really, really making sure that the focus is on kind of the same way as dancers. We focus so intently on our technique, and we want things to be precise and accurate, and you want that product well rehearsed before you take it onto the stage. We're very much doing the same thing, knowing that that is really what keeps people engaged and what people want to see. Zoom was exciting for the first 2 weeks, and now
That's old news.
yeah, the novelty has worn off, and now we have to really respect the fact that audiences have a lot of things digitally to choose from, and to be a part of that ecosystem, we have to rise to the occasion.
Also, I would just like to say thank you so much for speaking with us. I think it was great to hear about the Rosenbach's project and everything that you're doing.